Eurodance, a genre that came out of nowhere and polarized the 90s. If you look back to this period of time, most people think of this music style. No place could escape his beat and unique sound. One hit after the other followed. This is how songs were created that have cult status today. Be it Eiffel 65's Blue Dabba Dee, Hathaway's What Is Love, or Rhythm Is a Dancer by Snap. Chart-wise, it did the 90s so well that almost no other songs could mess with it. But then came the century change into the 2000s, also known as millennium, and it became quite around the genre. What happened? Why disappeared Eurodance? Let's look about the rise and the fall of the 90s giant genre Eurodance.
Eurodance is a style within electronic dance music that was very popular in the early to mid 90s, especially in Europe, and produced numerous chart successes. But Eurodance as a genre has existed since the end of the 80s. It formed in Central Europe, especially in Germany, because rave parties were highly popular at that time. In the year 1989, Black Box's single Ride on Time was released. The song spent 6 weeks at number 1 in the United Kingdom, and it was the UK's best-selling single of 1989. It was the first big hit within the genre of many. Of course, such a success does not go unnoticed, and so Technotronic moved too. The single Pump Up the Jam was released in the same year. It reached number 1 in Belgium and Spain. Be that as it may, these songs have not aged well. This is mainly due to the still untypical Eurodance sound.
In the same year, German producers Michael Münzig and Luca Anzilotti formed the well-known Snap project in Frankfurt. Snap songs combined imported hip-hop and soul vocals, adding rhythm by using computer technology and mixing electronic sounds. Bass and drums, mainly house music. This helped to give the genre its distinctive sound that we love and appreciate today. Snap's first single, The Power, released in 1990, reached number 1 in several countries. It also helped to raise awareness of the genre within Europe. After the breakthrough single Rhythm Is a Dancer in 1992, number 1 in 12 countries, again by Snap. New groups started to pop up all over Europe, mainly in Belgium, Netherlands and Italy. The golden era of Eurodance. From 1992 till 1995, the sound became more and more energy-oriented, leading to songs raising in BPM, beats per minute, from 120 up to 150. The notable songs which defined the genre in this period are It's My Life from Dr. Alban in 1992, number 1 in 8 countries.
It's my life. It's my life, my world. It's my life.
No Limit by Too Unlimited in 1993, number 1 in 14 countries. What Is Love by Hathaway in the same year, number 1 in 13 countries. It was also Europe's biggest selling song for 1993.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Mr. Rain by Culture Beat, also in the same year, number 1 in 13 countries.
I know what I want and I want it now. I want you.
Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks in 1994, number 1 in 12 countries. And Scatman Zgibby Babubububub by Scatman John in the same year, number 1 in 9 countries. Meanwhile, there were other successful Eurodance songs which could place as well. A very well-known representative of the Eurodance scene is DJ Bobo. His songs have often been played, but not so highly as the Titan songs.
Not a broken heart. Now we're gonna start. It's for me and you.
Yep, Europe was full of Eurodance songs. This time period also dubbed as the golden era of Eurodance. In the same year, the popularity of the genre also expanded to East Asia, and by the end of the golden era also in Russia.
In 1995, Eurodance was so popular that it dominated the European single charts with 5 singles in the top 10. Thereupon, the music industry intervened that the Eurodance sound had to change or die, and Eurodance producers and singers started to follow different paths. They changed the sound to house music, but not all the groups followed this trend immediately. The popularity of Eurodance started to decrease in the second half of the decade. The album Scatman's World and the associated song Scatman was the last major hit who marked the downfall of the golden era of the original Eurodance sound. In the late 90s, the classic Eurodance sound gradually morphed into progressive house. New artists joined the new trend of Eurodance and released their own singles. The following songs can be categorized into the pop culture of the upcoming meme community, which followed many years later. Everyone knows them, but no one takes them serious. Notable examples of successful Eurodance songs of this era are Coco Jumbo by German band Mr. President in 1996, number 1 in 5 countries.
Put me up, put me down, put my feet back on the ground. Put me up.
Barbie Girl by Danish-Norwegian group Aqua in 1997, number 1 in 12 countries.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom 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 by Dutch group Venga Boys in 1998, number 1 in 6 countries.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together from now until forever.
Blue Dabba Dee by Italian group Eiffel 65 in 1999, number 1 in 19 countries. And Around the World, La 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 by German group ATC in 2000, number 1 in 5 countries. By the early 2000s, Eurodance music disappeared almost completely from the majority of European radio airplay and did not come back. In the new millennium, pop and hip-hop was the new way for the young people and especially the party boys and girls. But nowadays you can still find modern songs with the subgenre of Eurodance. One of the best examples is the 2010 released song Only Girl in the World by one of the most famous and influential pop singers of our time, Rihanna. Eurodance titles are very similar to each other in terms of concept. A basic part that makes use of most Eurodance tracks are the electronic sounds. The typical rhythm is techno-like beat in 4/4 time at 110 to 160 BPM. The chorus melody is harmonic and usually interrupted by verses with rap interludes. Typical, there is an interplay between a female vocalist and a male rapper. If there are no rap interludes, which is relatively often the case, the track is usually sung by only one male or female singer, with the raps being replaced by song verses. The chorus is often followed by catchy instrumental chord patterns. It is not uncommon for reggae elements to be used as well. With a few exceptions, the lyrics are in English. Usually only the singers and rappers, rarely more than 3 members, represent the dance project in public, while the producer of the music remain in the background.
Now we are looking deeper into the structure. A lot of the songs have a 4/4 standard house beat. There is a kick every beat, there's a clap on every tune, and a hi-hat on the upbeat. With some sorts of a few shuffle loops, it does make it more interesting to listen to. Start each new section with a crash. The synthesizer is the most important part which defines a Eurodance song. It determines the main sound. Now you can build your own Eurodance track or something like this. Actually, we have planned an own Eurodance track, but have to skip this. Nevertheless, we have created a mascot for our group. Zorotl from Eiffel 65 can step by side. Now comes the European onion.
Hello there.
Ah, I love it. So Simon, let's talk a little bit more about the genre Eurodance. How do you like the genre after the video? Has your opinion changed? Do you now appreciate Eurodance a little bit more?
No, I don't think my opinion changed. I think Eurodance is a nice music style, but it's not so my type, and I will not listen to it in the future more often because of this video.
As you know, I love the genre very much. It's my second favorite genre after pop rock.
Yeah, I noticed that you were very enthusiastic about it. What's your favorite song?
Okay, I have a very clear favorite here. My favorite songs are Blue Dabba Dee. Blue has not broken records in my charts for nothing. With 21 gold records, 134 points, and 20 months on the FX's charts, the song is on the first place on the all-time charts. And especially the album Europe. What?
Europe!
The album Europe. I mean the album Europop.
The FXS chart. What's that?
The FX's charts. So FX means Froster XL. The FX's charts is my own chart collection with songs I listen to the month mostly. For this I have also a website.
Ah, very interesting.
Yes, Let the Dream Come True, The Riddle, Around the World and Scatman are Eurodance tracks that I also listen constantly. Especially Eiffel 65 and DJ Bobo as a whole. I think I love every Eurodance song. I mean, there are so many subgenres in this scene. Even Bonnaroo, my childhood, has Eurodance vibes in some songs.
Ah, so you also like the song Barbie Girl?
Yeah, I mean almost every Eurodance song. Sorry Rene, do not take it personal. And what about you? Which songs do you like the most?
Me?
Yes.
I like... I don't have a favorite song. I liked all of the songs in this video and much more. But there's not one which I could say it's my favorite Eurodance song. Maybe Around the World, but I don't want to define me. But there's a new modern Eurodance song that I really like. Do you know 0 to Euro?
0 to Euro? What's that?
Yes, that's a song from a YouTuber who created a modern version of Old Town Road in the Eurodance style.
Wow, Old Town Road can be a good song. Okay, let's come to an end.
Yes, I want to thank you that I could be a part of this video. It was an exciting but intensive time to make this video. But in the end, it's a very good video. Props to you, Frosty.
Okay guys, don't forget to subscribe me, activate the bell and like the video if you enjoyed it. I wish you a great day.